All right, guys. Let a few of you get on there. For those of you just turning in for the first time, I am the Bearded Redneck with Rohrer Outdoors. And this week I have been the sick Bearded Redneck. But we'll talk about a few things tonight. We're going to talk about a bow. We're going to talk about a bunch of different things that we got going on. We're going to be talking about the next week. I have got to be getting healthy quick, because next week, sorry, my throat. So let's drink Coke. That'll help, right? Next week, we'll be leaving Wednesday morning, heading for one of my favorite places to fish. We're going up to Woodland Lake Resort with the Perch Patrol. We're going to be going out with Zippy and the crew out there fishing for jumbo perch and big walleyes. And I even want to get into, you guys know me, I like northerns. So hopefully we can beat my biggest northern of 17.4 while we're up there. So you guys are going to be seeing a ton of different things out of Devil's Lake. You're going to get to see some of the cool people that have came along with us this year, products that we've been using for a long time. You're going to see these babies right here. The Real Flex knives in action, cleaning jumbo perch and walleye. This one here's a little bigger. We'll probably be using, there went the Tarzol. We'll probably be using this one here to clean our jumbo perch, or maybe we'll step it up. We got 3 different sizes of them, but we're going to be putting the Real Flex knives to work. And also, we're probably going to be using this. This all comes from Outdoor Edge. We're going to be using this sharpener for the hooks and also the sharpener for the knives. The web page is getting built. I'm going to grab this Tarzol. It's going to drive me nuts. The web page is getting built. We talked to them today. We got kind of a little special meeting going on with them. Kind of got on the same page. They've been doing a great job for us over at Webbit. If you guys are looking for a web page, definitely go over and check out Webbit. But our web page should be rolling here soon. We want to make sure we got quite a few affiliates that have came aboard this year, and we got some that we haven't taken aboard yet, and we'll explain that here in a little bit. But our web page should be launched, and those of you that are affiliates, one of the perks that we are offering you above and beyond is we're going to have the products that the Bearded Redneck uses. And you guys know I don't promote something. I don't care if they give me $1 kabillion for it. I'm not going to promote it if I don't believe in it and I don't use it. So we're going to have products like the buck stick on there. We're going to have Outdoor Edge knives, whitetail greens, a bunch of the other products that have came aboard with us, and some of them we've kept in the weeds just because it's kind of exciting to just throw them out here or there. But we've got most of them over. We're getting everything linked up. It should be pretty close here in the next few weeks. Our web page will be launching, and it's going to be a good home base to be able to jump around to all the social media networks, the YouTube, to see videos. We're even going to have a blooper section on there. Some of you guys on the board of directors, I've thrown some of the bloopers in there, and they aren't the good ones. We've just thrown some in there. We started a little late tonight. The reason we started late is because we never start on time, I guess, is probably one of the reasons. The other reason is we got a bunch of stuff with your guys' support from all those buck stick raffles. You know that the proceeds that were raised for that was to buy different camera equipment and different gear that we need to be able to stay up and bring you exciting and cool things. So Kevin was like a kid in a candy store here. And he was opening all kinds of, we got different tripods and we got different mounts to, I don't even know what this stuff is, but basically it converts stuff from different mic frequencies and volts and thingies and all sorts of fun stuff like that, to be able to sync with underwater cameras, to do all that kind of crazy stuff. Because when we go to Devil's Lake, for instance, we're going to hopefully bring you split screen. If the clarity's good in the water, you're going to be able to see the fish down there messing with the Bearded Redneck, even if he can't catch them, and me trying to catch them. So we're going to, a lot of that, we got to have stuff that syncs to drones and all kinds of crazy stuff. We're going to have a drone chasing the boat this year. when we're out doing our fishing, and a drone not when we're hunting, because that's considered unfair chase, but to do some of our videos, to bring a better quality video and to bring, you know, step it up to the next level. We got a bunch of different broadheads in lately, and we've got anything from stuff. These are by Rexpid, and you guys might have seen some of these, but some of you that haven't, these are kind of a cool concept here. And I will take it out of this. This was, they actually gave me these at the ATA show. And one of the things that we've done right now, and what we're going to do, is we haven't signed with a broadhead company on purpose. The reason that we haven't is because we want to be able to test them all, because we want to know that we're using the best one for our hunting situation. We want to also be able to bring it to you guys, the followers and the viewers, to be able to show you as many different ones as we can. What are you doing, Kevin? Kevin is like doing the limbo back here or something with some kind of moving camera deal, and it's freaking me out. But for instance, this one is 100 grain. It's a 3-blade by Rexpid. And the whole concept behind this, and we're going to do we'll do some reviews with this. Like I said, we're going to hold out on this, just so we can get a bunch of different ones and see what the best broadhead for 2019 is. But this one, the point goes, and down the blades come. So no O-ring needed. And kind of a cool concept here with these Rexpid broadheads. And you can put them up. They lock back up. So you can see they're locked. They stay there. But when the point hits something, they open up. Kind of a cool concept broadhead there. Here's another one by Rexpid, and like I said, we'll be doing testing on all of these. This one is kind of a traditional with like a crazy twist to it. Check this one out. This one's like dangerous even to screw out of here. This is another 100 grain by Rexpid. Look at that. 2 razor wheels in the inside of it, almost like a traditional 2-blade there. So it's like, I don't know if those act as like a bleeder, but, and actually I lied, this one's 125 grain. But this was another one that they gave us at the ATA show to bring back. They're going to actually be sending us some more broadheads, some different ones, some pretty neat different broadheads that they have. And we're going to be putting them to the test. We're going to check those out. So we got those broadheads. And a lot of these, we got videos coming out every day and a half on YouTube, guys. We're really pushing our YouTube hard to build it up. We really we laid off on YouTube for quite a while, and we're going to start pushing it. So you want to see a lot of these videos, you can go on Facebook. You can find them under our videos on the Robert Rohrer Outdoors page. But YouTube, you're going to be able to check these out. Here's another one. Vortex broadheads. These right here are 100 grain with a 2.5-inch cut. These things are pretty crazy. I believe we got a review on this one just came out on Facebook, but let me pull one out of here and show you how extreme a 2.5. This one's got an O-ring. Look at that. That's your wound channel going through. And I like the chisel point. We're going to be putting these through the tests and through the grind of the bearded redneck and see what they can handle. And which one's the best? You know, I'm still a little bit, I'm very skeptical of mechanicals, but we still like to use them. We still like to test them out and to see what's going on. But these Vortex broadheads, they're actually pretty cool as far as that. We're going to be testing them. Are those going to be the broadhead of the year? Like I said, there's quite a few companies that are sending them in. And, you know, the big hot one this year that everybody's talking about is this guy right here, the Zeus broadhead. This one right here is 100 grain. It's an 1.5 inch cut diameter with 7/8 inch bleeders. And this, they sell them in a single pack and a 3-pack. Look at this broadhead. And by looking at them further, it looks like just to change them from 100 grain like this one is to 125 grain is you take the tip and you simply change the tip size. So pretty cool little broadhead. And this one's got a ball bearing with a spring in here. And the blades look, I'm probably going to cut the heck out of myself right here, but they flex down. And there's been some pretty extreme testing. There hasn't been some bearded redneck testing yet. But I mean, people shooting through 1/2-inch plywood that's sat up next to a 50-gallon drum, and it's going through the plywood and through both sides of the drum. And these people are continually shooting these broadheads through this stuff, just grueling what they're holding up to. I'm very interested to test these things at 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 yards. I mean, you're not going to shoot something that far, but I want to see if they start planing or if they're tracking or what they're doing. But these broadheads here, everybody's talking about. So you're going to want to keep watching, because we're going to have stuff on the YouTube page, our own little redneck twist on what to shoot with these. And we're going to put them through an even grueling test than what everybody else does. But these Zeus broadheads, it looks like a lot of people are jumping to those this year. Obviously, with the turkey season coming on, you're going to see some of these upcoming videos. You're going to be seeing turkey decoys. You know, last year we used the Avion X Marion Edition. We really like another one that we'll probably do a review on again, just because it looks homely as all get out, but it actually is very impressive. And somebody that really showed me this broadhead, or this turkey decoy, was Jamie Fallis with Crank and Bang Guide Service. It's the Flex Tone Funky Chicken, and it's the most ridiculous decoy I've ever seen, as far as a Jake or a Tom, whatever you make it, and it actually works. So we're going to be doing a deal on that. We got this one, and it's got banged up on the outside. We got some of the guillotine broadheads. Here's a solid one right here. This one's a 200 grain, 440 stainless steel blades, 4-inch cutting diameter. These things are pretty ridiculous. If any of you guys have used any of these, you can make sure to comment on here and let us know. We've never shot the guillotine type broadheads here, and I don't even know if they're legal in South Dakota anymore. I know they were, I thought, for a little bit, but I don't know if they took it away. Look at that. And what the concept are on these broadheads is you shoot them in the neck and you decapitate them. And it's supposed to be very humane and quick. We haven't used any type of broadhead like this yet, because I'm wondering, what if you miss a little bit and you nick them? You know, one of the things is we try to be a humane hunter all the way across the board. And I'm still kind of skeptical on these, you know, maybe out to like 15, 20 yards. 20 yards, I think, would be pushing it with a guillotine-style broadhead. But you can look at this side. Look how thick they are. They are very thick and very stout, and they're very sharp. So we got some guillotine different style ones. Another one, I didn't like the review, so we're actually going to redo the review tonight. The Tom Bomb broadheads. How many people have seen this broadhead? This is by Flying Arrow Archery. These things are kind of ridiculous and scary looking. I know last year I got some of these, and I actually gave some to Jamie Fallis, Crank and Bang Guide Service. And I don't know if he shot a turkey with them yet, but I need to touch base with him. But look at this. It's like, what is this, like the hazardous waste thing, Kevin, or like the toxic thing? Doesn't it almost look like that? But they're crazy, and these blades are stout, but they're all twisted like this. This is another one of those guillotine-style broadheads, and we're going to be doing some testing with these. I don't know if we're going to shoot like a frozen chicken or a goose or something, but we're going to make it frozen and see if we can't, you know, see if they hold up to the test. Do they decapitate something, and how humane are they? We've seen a lot of videos with them, and it appears that they work pretty good. But the best way to figure out something is to do some research and do it yourself. The other thing, we're going to be doing some more reviews on these. Those of you that saw our last live, we got the Sure Kill targets here, and we got them. These are for the bow hunter. We met these guys at the ATA show, and we also have some for the rifle. So as soon as it gets below like negative 9 million or whatever the weather's been lately, we're going to get out and we're going to shoot some with the rifle and see how they work for that. We really liked, as far as that we did practice here at the Archery Shack with them, just being able to practice some of those angles. You know, some of the things that they did help me realize is there's some shots that I'm not going to take because I don't like them. But there's other shots that I'm okay with, like a frontal shot or a front quartering shot, that it's going to help you show you where you should shoot to humanely take down that animal. And some of the spots where you think you should shoot, you're actually wrong. And if you watch that video where I thought I should shoot was not the kill zone. So they're going to help you be a more ethical hunter. And one of the great things with these targets is that you can actually just order certain targets. So if there's a certain shot that you're working on, there's 5 of them that are in a pack. You can order A through E, whatever one it is, and you can order all the same target as far as getting them to the different deal. We got the number 4 Tarzal here from Buckstick. This was something that came out, and this was actually in prototype form. You can see it's kind of in a lotion bottle here, but it's actually beads in here. And my wife's probably going to make me sleep on the couch tonight just from doing this. But you can see that it's beads. This is part of something for the scrapes. I hope I don't break one, Kevin. But yes, this is Tarzal right here. Well, they got, you know, like I said, Chris and Meg over there at Buckstick. I don't know if they've just gone crazy for the winter or what it is, but ever since that we've hooked up and met with these guys, they're never calling it good enough. They're constantly working on better products and how to incorporate them and to go above and beyond. And that's what I love about them, is they're willing to go out there and they're willing to continue to make things better. There's some cool stuff. They got a deal. I saw it today. I've been in and out of it being sick. But there's a new product coming out with number 5, and it's a different stick. And I don't know if he's calling it this yet, but we're going to get one sent to us here, and we're going to show you firsthand what this is. But he called it the Rut Stick. And it was kind of it's a different kind of stick, but it's used during that time. And we're going to show you that here. And you're going to see a lot more with the Buckstick, because one of the cool things with the Buckstick is it's a communication beacon. God, I love Takis. Kevin, they're amazing. I don't care if the red dye is bad for your kidneys. They're amazing.
Whatever you have to do.
Oh, my gosh. But anyways, the cool thing with Buckstick is it isn't just pre-rut, rut, and post-rut. This is an all-year herd management, deer communication post. And you're going to see that. When we go out in the spring, I pulled all my cameras off of them. I don't know. I probably got 12, 14 Bucksticks on about 4 or 5 different properties. And we've pulled all the cameras off them. But what you're going to see is right away in the spring is these sticks, you can incorporate them all throughout the year. You can manage, you can check out your herd as far as what kind of deer you got going, and it's going to be pretty cool. I bet you I think we're going to have fawns coming to this, Kevin. I think they're going to be curious, but I think they're going to be copying Mama, and they're also going to be putting their scent there. But it's going to be kind of fun to watch. We're even looking at possibly doing a 24-hour camera on a Buckstick. Who wants to see that? If you want to see that, let us know if you want to see that. Let's see here. One of the things that we did last week, and we're going to sign with a bow company. It's going to happen. But one of the fun things that we haven't signed yet is you get to look at all kinds of bows right now. You know, we know what we like, and we know who we want to sign with, and we know who we're talking to. But we get to kind of shoot all kinds of stuff, and that's kind of the fun thing with going down to your local bow shop. You know, coming down here to the Archery Shack, for instance, if you live around Lenox, South Dakota, coming down here and checking out a new bow and getting to go shopping. You know, your wife goes and you sit on that bench out there holding a purse, like we all do if you get conned into that, and they go on and try every garment on in the shop and don't even buy any. And what's that?
She's on there.
Oh, she's on there. She's listening. She's probably got me bugged. But one of the cool things is coming down to your local archery shack is to be able to come down if you're looking for a new bow to shoot a bunch of bows. And when we were at the ATA show, we shot a ton of good bows. And honestly, what I tell everybody, I don't care what the name of the brand is. Shoot what's comfortable with you. Like me, you know, I've always been comfortable with, you know, with the bows I've shot, like my Bear Kuma Legends. Very comfortable, fits me good. I shoot it. Doesn't mean something else can't be comfortable too. But however, I shoot it because I'm comfortable with it. I believe in it. But we're going to show you a bow tonight. It's if you watched, we actually showed this bow before. But I just grabbed it because I wasn't feeling well, and maybe somebody that wasn't watching didn't see it. But this bow right here, and this is kind of the fun part here. When we pull the trigger, guys, we're not going to be able to obviously show some other stuff because you know, that just isn't right. This bow right here is a PSE Evoke. Evoke 35 ES. Now that's a mouthful. What in the world does it mean? Sorry, I'm staring at people outside. ES, accelerated cam. That is the accelerated cam. This would be the hunting cam. The 35 is axle to axle right there. The SE is the smaller cam. So they got two different models as far as that. The SE would be more of like the target shooting or the mild cam. This is more of the speed cam. So this would be more of your hunting setup. This right here, this bow, the brace height, 6 7/8 inches. So we got the brace height there. This one here is actually set up with some stuff because we'll probably shoot it for you. But one of the cool things with this bow, this is the 35. It goes from 26.5-inch draw all the way to 32 inches. And you can also, the way you get these cams is you can order it in 10-pound increments, 60 pounds, 70 pounds, 80 pounds. So you kind of figure out where you want your draw. This bow is more for hunting, but you can set it up that way. It comes in tan, black, mossy oak, real tree, and Akudo. I'm probably murdering that. But this here's the tan, so you got a lot of different options for camo, or if you want it the flat black or what have you. And the cool thing with these is they come in different let-offs. This one here's 85% let-off. It goes up to even a 90. 90% let-off is ridiculous. And those of you that have seen me draw back this bow, it's pretty crazy as far as when you pull it back. Pretty cool bow as far as that. This one's about 328 feet per second. This bow is right here. Very cool bow. A lot of good bows out there, but you know, one of the fun things is we can show you a bunch of different ones. If you guys want to see a certain different bow, if we can get our hands on it, we'll show them off for you, and we'll kind of critique them and show you through them, because maybe there's certain ones you want to check out. This one's got a QAD drop away rest on it right now and a CBE sight. So pretty cool bow as far as this one. This one actually, I believe Philip down at the Archery Shack is contemplating if he's going to use this bow this year. But he's got this one, and he's got a different Evoke that he's looking at, that he's going to be shooting, and he does a lot of spot and stalking and going out West River here in South Dakota. So that's why it's kind of his stabilizers, the tan. He set up a tan one just because it kind of blends into the prairie grass as far as that. But pretty cool bows. This bow, if you're looking, if PSE is your brand and you want to go and get a PSE, come down to the Archery Shack. This thing is about $1,049. So it's a good mid-range bow as far as cost. And tell them the Bearded Redneck sent you, and you know, they'll probably just laugh at you and go, "Oh, geez, that guy." But
charge you double.
They might charge you extra for some kind of hazard fee. I'm not sure. Maybe don't mention me. But pretty cool bow. They have PSEs down here. They also have Elites. And if you guys would like, comment in the section. Do you want to see another PSE bow next week? Or do you want to see an Elite bow? We'll show you an Elite bow. you know, we can go through that. We'll probably even go through my bow one week just because we don't even know how many people maybe even know what the heck I shoot. But like I said, it's kind of fun to be able to do this. This is why it's going to happen, and eventually we're going to get cornered. And when we get cornered, if the opportunity's right, we're just going to have to take it. We've just kind of, we know who we want to deal with, and we're just going to wait. So in the meantime, we'll be able to show you some of these cool different bows and some of these different broadheads. But eventually, once we test them all and we figure out which broadhead we want to use, we're going to go with it. So does anybody want to see me shoot this bow? We can, I could shoot this bow if you guys want to see it. I shot it last week, and my arrows weren't splined for it, and I wish we would have had the second camera set up because it was pretty ridiculous as far as that. It just blew the veins right off it. But we actually have the right splined arrows, and actually these are front and center. These are a golden tip kinetic 300 grains per inch. And they have an insert up front, so they're front and center. But these things are made to handle it. I think this bow is set at 72 pounds right now. So it's a little we had our Barracuda is beating it, though, because we cranked that up to 74 pounds when we're out hunting out in the field. So we're winning. We're winning. But no, pretty cool bow, and I'm going to show you here. I'll pull it back with an arrow, and I'll show you the advantages of some of this let off in the background, because a guy is able to hold this back for quite a while. What are you doing?
I was moving some stuff out of the way in case you wanted to shoot it.
Oh, see, Kevin's like, he's on the ball here. He was playing with stuff, now he's ready. If anybody's got any questions, comments.
Andrew Lavelle wanted to know if the box sticks from the tattoo night have been shipped out yet.
Actually, I have Andrew Lavelle's buck stick. It's actually here right now. Andrew Lavelle and we're going to shoot a league together. Hopefully he comes back and maybe we'll shoot it again next week.
The league here is fun. But I don't know how he knows, because
he was here last week and I was sick in bed.
Oh.
He was here, and I was sick in bed, and his buck stick was in my truck because I don't like giving them up. But, yes, no, a lot of I think the buck sticks got shipped out. I know the shirts were still on back order. I actually talked to our buddy Chris over there, the owner of Buck Stick, on the way here, and I was talking to him about some stuff, and he had some ideas and some things that we got planned that we're not going to tell you right now just because they're kind of crazy. You get Chris and I together, obviously you end up with tattoos and just wild nights out. So we had a few things planned. We're going to get, what are you doing? I don't know what Kevin's doing back there. He's playing with those toys again. I told you guys.
Cameras to work.
He's trying to get stuff to work. I don't know what he's doing, but I will. Can you grab my release? It's over there on the bottom of my daughter's bow. See, right down by the cam. We'll have Kevin grab my release, and I'll show you drawn back this PSE Vogue 35, and we'll show you how forgiving it is to have that. Now, one of the things I'm not sure because I'm still under the weather, all jacked up on Alka-Seltzer and cold meds, but I want to say some of that let off. I don't know if they got away with it, and you guys can tell me, but I think it does hinder you, like if you're going for the record books with different things. And I'm not sure if it's Pope and Young or what it is, but I don't know. I know there was a certain amount of let off as far as like trophy hunting with that stuff. But that might have changed since they've done that because it's a little more liberal as far as that stuff. But you guys probably know it better than I do, and I can't think right now. Hopefully I can pull back 72 pounds. We'll wait for Kevin to get all adjusted up here. But we got the right splined arrow this time. That should help a lot, Kevin.
So I'm not quite as much danger as usual?
Well, you're always in danger because I'm doing it, but let's see. 72 pounds might be fun sick. But look at this, guys. Look at what I can do with this let off. And I can just sit here and I can just blah, 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 blah. How you been, Kevin? How are the wife and kids?
Well, they're all still there.
They're still all there?
Yep.
But look at this. This is nothing. This to me right here, this is something you want to look in a bow. And I mean, a lot of the new bows have got this. I can do this with my bear. I can do this with a lot of them. And let's say you drew back and the deer's looking right at you. And you're like, oh no, I got to look this way. I got to look that way. I got to try to move. I got to do whatever. And you can just sit back like this forever. And that deer's just staring and staring and staring. Kevin, is it still staring?
I don't know.
Well, you're supposed to. You don't see my vision, Kevin.
I was reading comments.
But look, I'm just holding it out. I'll go back out here again. Look at this. I'm way out here. I'm back. And pretty much all of the new bows, you can do this kind of stuff with. But I mean, look, I'm just hanging out, and I can go, do I want to shoot? Maybe not. You know, I can just keep going. But this is the awesome thing. You can go full draw with, you know, and like I said, most companies are this way. You can go full draw, and you can hold this bow for quite a while. And then you can go, can I shoot yet? And you can shoot. So that's the cool thing about having this more let off, is you can sit there and you can wait for that proper shot. You know, before with the older bows, you pulled back that long and you were going to be all over the place. You know, but now with these new bows and all that let off, you can pull back when the deer walks behind a tree, and maybe you got to wait for it to go 10, 15 more yards, or maybe it's standing there and you're at full draw. Well, you can sit there, and this is only 85% let off, you know. With these PSE Evokes, they go to 90, and a lot of the other bows go up to that. And there's no limit no more in South Dakota as far as that. So if you're hunting here in the Dakotas, you know, you can look at a bow like this as far as that and be able to shoot one, because that let off is huge. It's crazy. But, you know, me, if you're going for record books and stuff like that, you know, I want to stay within the parameters of that. But yeah, you can shoot it normal too. But pretty smooth shooting bow. Like I said, the biggest thing, and you know, we got the ones we love, and we will eventually start doing our thing. But the biggest thing I can tell anybody is look at, they all pretty much got the quality. Go with the quality, and then focus in on what fits you good. Like this bow fits me nice. You know, but being able to do what I do and be able to shoot all the bows, and that's what I encourage you guys on, being able to shoot all these bows, is the fact that you can actually just grab a bow and it's just going to fit you like a glove. Like I said, this is the PSE Evoke, 72 pounds. Look at that, Kevin. Watch the arrow. I'm going to shoot one more. Watch it. Tell me if you can see it. But smooth shooting bow. You guys comment if you want to see. I don't know if we'll be at the archery shack here. Maybe we'll have something new. You want to see the Bear Kuma? You want me to show that bow? The bow that the bearded redneck uses? You want me to show that bow next week? You want to see an elite bow? You want to see a PSE bow? You want to see a different brand of bow? Whatever the most comments are, that's what we're going to go with. You watching the arrow? Mm-hmm. That one flew straight. The other ones were going. Yeah. I don't know if there's the front of center on here. Those weren't my arrows, but they're 300 spline. There's a fletching right there.
I heard it.
Yeah. But you guys leave the comments in there. You guys let me know. We'll probably, like I said, I'm under the weather. I'm not feeling the best. We didn't even line a trick shot up tonight, but we'll take a few minutes here. If you guys have some questions, we will go for the questions. And if you guys want to see something, whose phone do we got here? This is a PSE Evoque. This is an EC35, John Parker. It's 35 from axle to axle. Pretty cool bow. It's set at 72 pounds. This has 85% let off. Pretty cool bow, and if you saw me, I was holding it back forever. Andrew Lavelle wants to see the Barracuda. We can. You gonna grab it? Here, grab this one. And probably, I don't know. We'll need a couple of my arrows, if you would. We'll show you the difference. A lot of good quality. I mean, that's one thing. Just when we sign with the bow company that we're not going to tell you about yet, I'm not going to dog the other ones, guys. I'm going to straight up tell you the truth. And there's a ton of good bow companies out there. It's what's going to fit you. Now, this one here is about $850 MSRP. This is the Barracuda, 33 axle to axle. This is the Barracuda Legends. Now look at the difference with this one. This one here, I mean Bear, Trophy Ridge, sister company. This is the 7-pin React Pro sight. This is a very cool sight. This sight here, I was very skeptical on it, but it's got all these dials and gauges right here. And basically you sight in your 20, you pick one of the other 6 pins, and you sight it in, and it's got a mathematical formula, and every pin's sighted in. It's that simple. So you're definitely going to want to make sure that you get your 20-yard dialed in right in the center of the X to be able to do that. We got the Trophy Ridge 9-inch quiver. We got the Whisker Biscuit Pro, and this is actually the first year that I've used a Whisker Biscuit on a hunting setup because I didn't like them. I mean, I ain't going to lie. But with this Pro, it's got all these adjustments here, and it slides and moves around. And even people that were skeptical at different bow shops down in Yankton or different places that hadn't seen this Trophy Ridge Pro, this rest, they were impressed with all the adjustments on it. One of the things that I like that this thing has is right here. This is probably, this quiver right there is the Light 1 quiver. And what I like about this, are we zoomed in right here, Kevin?
Yeah.
Look at this click. Bam. That thing is locked on. This lock on right here is huge for me because I'm a bumbling bearded redneck. And my, you know, the ones that just snap on there, the quiver usually pops off. Pop that, twist it, boom. The other cool thing with this is it's got 2 buttons right here. You can hit one button. Here's early morning or late at night when you're putting the broadhead back in. You got a light that lights it up, hence the Light 1 quiver. And there's also this light. You can use it to walk in with this. You can use it to track deer. But I like that. This is cool. And this thing's only about $65, this quiver. They sell these down at the archery shack.
And it's not heavy.
And it's not heavy. It's light. It doesn't add much to your bow. And it's got that good heavy-duty hanger hook on here. This is a really good quiver as far as a quiver to be able to use. But this thing I used, and you guys saw me last year, I shot all my deer with this thing. The bow weighs like 4.5 pounds by itself. You start adding everything, it starts going up. But even we got camera stand mount and all kinds of stuff on here. But this bow here, this is what I'm probably going to shoot, unless we go to a target bow. This is probably what I'll be shooting state this year with. I love this bow. But look, same way. La, da, 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 da. I mean, all the new bows are this way. And I could just sit here and hold it. And for those of you that saw me shoot my buck, it was pretty quick. When I shot my second deer, it was a little longer, but look, holding it, still holding it, and then I dropped her down there. But you can hold these things. I'm going ridiculously retarded with this just to show you something you'd never do. But I can just hold back. Still got that fence, Kevin. But all the new bows are that way. This Barracuda, this is perfect bow for the working man. You want good quality for affordable price? This is right here. The PSE is the same way. It's right in the same market as far as price-wise. If you haven't shot one of these sites, actually pretty impressed with it. I mean, I didn't think I would be. I was very, 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 very skeptical about just sighting in 2 pins and how's it going to know. But I mean, it's been pretty impressive as far as once I got it dialed in, how it was able to shoot. Should we shoot like a fox, Kevin? I'm going to shoot a fox. We don't have a camera set up down there tonight, but I just see this fox over here and I have to shoot it. We just killed a fox. So yeah, do you guys have any questions? This is the bow the Bearded Redneck shoots. You know why? It fits me good and I like it. That's why I shoot this bow. I don't care what other brand it is. Go out, come somewhere like the Archery Shack, try out a few bows, see what fits you. Because you're the one that has to deal with it and make it a part of you and a tool of you, you know. And like I said, you'll be able to see when you'll be able to go on the webpage, you'll be able to get everything that the Bearded Redneck has as far as that stuff. But you'll want to tune in next week. It'll be starting Thursday morning. I mean, we're always doing something anyways, but Thursday morning, you're going to want to tune in because we're going to be out with Zippy and the Perch Patrol up at Woodland Lake Resort, Devil's Lake, North Dakota, and we're going to be, I believe, chasing walleyes in the morning. Then we're going to go for perch, and then we're going back after walleyes again, and I'm probably going to just say, hey, I need to catch a northern. So we probably will be going fishing for northerns. I love to catch northern. Who knows? They what did they cut? They caught the state record white bass there, Kevin. That's pretty cool. But we'll probably, is there any questions? Anybody had any questions?
I know you have my phone.
Did we have any questions? Oh, Lavelle was checking out my bow. I'm going to have to lock my bow up. You're trying to go to split screen? Is that working now or not?
I'll try. I got it on the Fox.
You got it on the Fox?
Yeah.
It's probably about, I don't know, 23 yards, guys. So I think we got a fox, but
It's a dead fox.
that's a dead fox. We'll be showing you a lot of different stuff. Here's something else. I always used to call these cheater arrows. How many people have used something like this? It's like this super, look at this. Is this cheating? Like these target arrows like this? We're going to be doing some reviews with some different arrows as far as that. We're going to be going real narrow shaft and real heavy shaft. Obviously, if you're using the heavy broomsticks like that, it's going to be more for cutting lines and for target shooting. So some of these, when we're going to these tournaments and we're going to try to be representing the Bearded Redneck Nation, we're going to be using broomsticks like that to hopefully cut a line is what they call it, or be able to get a little better score. We're going to be using some of those more diameter shafts when we're outside doing some of the 3D shoots and shooting some of those. We're going to be using some of the smaller diameter arrows, and then we're going to be going in between, and we're actually going to be building some arrows this year, some pretty crazy ones. We're probably we're going to experiment with the FOC, and we're going to experiment with some different things as far as that. What are you doing? Oh, he's putting it away.
Clean it up for you.
He's cleaning. But we'll be experimenting with quite a bit with the arrows and quite a bit of testing with the broadheads. So if there's certain broadheads you want to see tested, if there's certain arrows you want to see tested, if there's certain bows you want to see stuff on, we've been holding back on that for a little bit on a reason. But eventually, we're going to have to get shirts made and everything going. And we're going to have to start representing hardcore. But it's going to be pretty cool. I'm excited for summer, for spring. I like the winter.
No.
Who's ready to see this food plot? Who's going to see if the suited Kevin and the bearded redneck can figure out how to plant some of this whitetail greens products? Has anybody used that stuff yet? Very cool product. We're going to be planting bedding area. We're going to be planting like 3 different food plots. We're going to be seeing if we can play farmer. It's been a while since I drove a tractor, Kevin. This could be interesting.
It's no big deal.
I was
thinking we'd do a 4-wheeler.
Or do we get straw hats?
We should.
Should we do it with horses?
I don't have a horse.
I don't have a horse either.
My sister has a horse.
Your sister has a horse?
Maybe she'd let us borrow it.
Do we pull a plow with a horse?
Hers is like a riding horse, not like a working horse.
Oh, it is? Oh, we'll break it in. It'll work. We'll just hook a plow to it. Don't you do that? Just...
I know a guy that's got some Clydesdales.
Do ya?
Yeah. And he does like old school farming with like the one bottom plow, and
Does he work for Budweiser, or why does he have Clydesdales?
he just likes them. He breeds them, or he used to breed them and stuff.
Those things are like huge.
Yeah, they're huge.
Oh my
I grew up
gosh.
around them as a kid.
Imagine the poop. It's got to be a big poop. Good
It's
gosh.
nice.
That's not good. So yeah, we're going to probably, do we got any questions on there that you saw?
1,000 subscriber YouTube giveaway.
Oh yeah, the running 27s, the plow with mules. When are you testing? We're going to be testing throughout periodically, Andrew, with the broadheads. We'll probably wait. We'll probably get 3, 4, 5 in a group. If there's some certain ones you want to see, we'll put them together and we'll do some traditional 2-blade ones. Then we'll do some fixed 3-blade. Then we'll do some 2-blade mechanical and 3-blade mechanical. And I don't know, do they make like no-blade mechanicals?
We could make something.
We could make something. That ought to be interesting. But yeah, we'll probably group 4, 5, 6 of them in a group and then throw them against and see who wins. And then we'll probably get crazy and go the fixed blade against the mechanicals and see who can hold up to it. So if there's certain broadhead people like the Zeus or different ones that popped out, if you guys know them and want us to shoot them, get a hold of them, have them get a hold of us. Otherwise, if you tell us what broadheads they are, we can get a hold of them also. But we'll probably make it fun. We got to have a zombie. We got to have some kind of zombie target because you got to be ready for zombies.
Yeah.
I mean, it's coming. And there's aliens. I don't think aliens come out in the winter, though. I really don't think so because I think they, like, hang out in Arizona in different places. But was there any questions? But, yeah, the YouTube, when we get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, guys, we're going to have a huge giveaway. So make sure if you haven't gone over to YouTube and subscribed, get over there and subscribe and leave a comment, right? They got to leave a comment, too. Comment so we know you're over there.
Like, share, leave a comment.
Yeah, all that stuff, I guess. Do all the thingies. And we're going to have we're going to get crazy with a giveaway. We're going to give a whole bunch of stuff away. Remember the old bow one, Kevin, when we did the bow raffle?
Yeah.
We'll probably, when we finally get, when we sign with a bow company, which one, we won't tell you what it is, but which one we do, when they finally say, all right, that's enough, we'll probably do another raffle if you guys liked that. Maybe you guys want us to do a kid's bow again, or do you guys want us to do an adult hunting bow? You know, maybe we'll leave it open if somebody wins right or left-handed, so then they can pick right or left. Kids are, you know, maybe we'll do it a little different. Bear hunter. What is the bear hunter thing? I don't get it. What is the bear hunter in the room game?
I don't know.
What is she talking about? It's your wife talking. But yeah, I'm gonna go get all jacked up on Alka-Seltzer, and I'm a wuss, so I mix it with orange juice, and probably take some more medicine, and probably hunker up because I gotta like go to like wrestling regionals or divisionals or some kind of wrestling thingy tomorrow with my son. He's excited, so I should probably get home and juice up on these meds so I can go out there. But if you guys got comments or anything, or what bows you want to see, or you're watching this later, comment it, comment the broadheads, and comment what you want to see, and we'll try to get it into next week. And I'll be feeling better next week, and we'll do another trick shot next week. But I was just kind of been out of it, and I had to get out of the house to do something. But I'm ready to crawl back in the covers and fight for my spot on the bed with the dog, because the dog's starting to take over my spot. But you guys have a good one. We love your comments and questions. Get a hold of us. We'll see you next week. That one arrow.